Good afternoon, students. I am Surbi teacher, and this is your science class now. Children, we have started interdependence in living beings. Children, as you all know, what are living beings? All the organisms are known as living beings. Children, there are two types of organism, animals and plants. So, children, first of all, we discussed the importance of plants. Children, as you all know, plants are very useful for us because they make food during the process of photosynthesis. Children, photosynthesis is an important process, and in this process they make food, and that food is also utilized by animals. They provide us fruits, they provide vegetable, food grains, coffee, tea, sugar, oil, species, spices, dry fruits. These all are the food prepared by the plants. Children, we may get milk from cow, but cow eats grass. Children, as you know, you for the protein and vitamin you need milk. And children, how do you get milk? If the cow will not eat grass, it will not be able to give us milk. So children, in the indirect way, plants are important for us, both in the direct way and in the indirect way. Children, the next importance is plants help to regulate the water cycle. Children, what is water cycle? They take in water from the soil and give out in the atmosphere through a process. That process is known as transpiration. Children, by this process, the temperature of the atmosphere remains balanced. Okay. Now, children, plants are often referred as our green lungs. Children, do you know when you breathe, what do you take in? Children, during breathing, we take in oxygen. So, children, how do we get that oxygen? We get that oxygen from the plants. So, this is the importance of plants. Now, children, plants absorb minerals such as potassium, phosphorus, that all are useful for our diet. Plant roots hold the soil in place and prevent soil erosion. Children, you can see this is a tree, and tree is holding the soil so firmly so that there will be no erosion in soil. If there will be no tree, there will be a lot of erosion. That means wasting of soil. Okay. Plants, children, you can see this is the stem part of the plant, and by the stem part and by the branches we get wood. So for the wood purpose there is a lot of importance. Now, plants provide raw material for manufacturing different products like paper, medicine, soaps, perfumes, and the raw materials of these products we get from plants. Children, plants also give us cotton. So, children, these are the uses of plants. And children, these all importance of plants are for us and for animals. So, children, we can conclude that we are dependent on plants. And in this tree, you can see the different benefits of plants. It reduces erosion, prevents flooding, that is heavy rain. Okay. It also add oxygen in our surrounding. It cools our house. It provide medicine. These are the different importance. Now, children, let us see the importance of animal. Is there any importance of animals also? Yes. Children, every big and small animal has a vital role. Vital means important role in well-being of the planet and environment. Let us see, if one species become extinct, it means if there will be a shortage of one species, it can have considerable effect throughout the rest of the food chain. That means the balance will change. That means uh, the the environment will become imbalance. For example, bees are important pollinators because they help in the process of pollination. They take pollen grains from one planet to another planet. And if they will not do pollination, there will be no reproduction. So, children, the reproduction is most important. If bees are not there, we may lose all this plant. If there will be no reproduction, world will have half the amount of food without bees. So bees are so important for pollination. Now, children, plant depend on animals for carbon dioxide also, because animals breathe out carbon dioxide. Next, birds and animals like squirrel eat fruits. Children, when they eat fruit, they throw the half of the fruits here and there, and it disperses the seeds. Children, dispersion of seed help in the reproduction of the plants. Okay. Plants depend on animals for providing nutrients in the soil. Children, animal waste as well as their dead bodies provide nutrients to the soil. Children, when an animal die or a bird die, its body decompose into the soil and it makes the important nutrients in the soil, and that nutrients is useful for plants. So children, we can see plants are also dependent on animals. That means we can conclude both plant and animals are interrelated. That is called the interdependence of plants and animals. Because we know animals depend on plant for food directly or indirectly. In turn, animals help in the transfer of pollen grain. Children, animals are not only dependent, they also help in the process of photosynthesis, because they transfer pollen grains, and pollen grains provides the seeds, okay, for the production of new plant. Now, honeybees get nectar to produce honey from flowers. They carry pollen grains from flower to flower. Children, honeybees get their nectar from plant, and in turn of that they carry pollen grains and help in reproduction. So both are interrelated. Now you can see, when animals die, their bodies are broken down and they become a part of the soil again. This soil is helpful for the plants to grow. Okay. So children, we knew that how animals and plants are interrelated to each other.